hips are essential to your success in fitness and in life. And as your certified health and fitness coach, I'm here to teach you the best hip stretching exercises to relieve tight hips. If you're consistent in using this hip stretching routine, you will feel pain relief and see improvements in your performance. Add this video routine to the end of your workout or spend a few minutes each day simply doing a few of these stretches to improve the mobility in your hips and see pain relief. You will need a pillow or a cushion for your knees in this routine. And it can also be helpful to have yoga blocks if your hips are especially tight. You can order yoga blocks on Amazon using my link below in the description box. It's often been said that the hips are our emotional center. In fact, there's actually research-based evidence to prove it. When you're stressed, your emotional and physical health can both suffer. People with trauma and other mental health conditions like anxiety and depression often experience physical symptoms as well. Of course, each body is different, and where one person holds stress in their body may not be exactly the same for another. However, neuroscience and somatics point to the hips as a potential storage vessel of our emotions. And they also offer a huge window of healing. The more we put ourselves through stress, whether it's physical or emotional, the more important it is to take care of ourselves to combat that stress, which is why I'm so grateful that you pressed play on this video. And that's why I also want to take the opportunity to talk about the sponsor for this video, Cerebral. Cerebral is a mental health platform that provides access to ongoing online prescription medication management, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, insomnia, and other conditions, all for a flat monthly rate. Treatment for ADHD, bipolar, and PTSD are available in certain states. Cerebral offers online convenience and privacy. It allows you to do visits with your provider, therapist, or care counselor online, all from the comfort of your home when it's most convenient for you. You can message your care team at any time, so it's like you have your team in your pocket. Cerebral offers online comprehensive care, and it's designed for long-term treatment. Your therapist and doctor are talking to each other, which usually doesn't happen in traditional treatment settings. Cerebral is affordable with or without insurance, and it's in network with certain insurers. Therapy with Cerebral can cost three times less than traditional therapy services. And it offers a convenient and consistent flat monthly rate at a more affordable price. Starting with Cerebral is so easy. You begin by filling out a short online form, answering a few questions to help Cerebral understand your symptoms. And from there, you can choose to subscribe to one of 3 different membership options based on your needs and your budget. Cerebral offers 3 plans: medication and care counseling, medication and therapy, and therapy. Through Cerebral's convenient mobile app, you can easily access Cerebral meetings and message your care team with your Android or Apple device. It's like having a full mental health team on call, whenever and wherever you need them. Remember, to feel your very best, you must champion your mental health. If you'd like to get started and take the next step in working on your mental health and spiritual and emotional fitness, click the link in my description box to start the questionnaire and get connected with a provider right away. Your first month starts at only $30. So check that link in the description box and check out Cerebral so your mental fitness can join you in improving your physical fitness. With all that being said, let's open up and mobilize those hips for physical and mental health. Welcome to the best follow-along hip stretching sequence for pain relief and performance. I'm your certified health and fitness coach, Caroline Jordan, and I'm so glad you decided to take care of your physical and mental health by joining me for this class. You will need yoga blocks and a cushion for this workout. If you don't have a cushion, you can use a pillow or a folded up blanket. And if you don't have yoga blocks, you can use books or shoe boxes. So pause the video and go grab those things now. When you're ready to get started, meet me in a seated position. Cross one leg in front of the other and sit up as tall as you can. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips and reaching your arms long on the floor. Don't worry about how far you go. Just be with yourself and where you're at right now. If you'd like to advance the stretch, you can walk your hands over towards the front foot, coming into a twisted forward fold. Use your inhales and your exhales to relax deeper into the position. Let every exhale open your hips a little bit more. Stay here for one more deep breath. When you're ready, return your hands to center and slowly sit up. Bring your legs out in front of you in a nice wide position. Flex the feet. Let's move through some windshield wipers. So you'll bring one knee down in front of you and the other knee open. And then you'll windshield wiper through the center to do the other side. This is a great mobility exercise for the hips. And consistency with all of these stretches will help you feel so much more openness and space, not only in your hips, but in your entire body. Consistency is the key to results, and mobility is the key to longevity in fitness. So stay mobile, my friends, so you can enjoy the activities you love for years to come. On your next windshield wiper, hold this position. Shift your torso around so that you come into a 90-90 shape. So 90-90 means 90 degrees in the front leg and 90 degrees in the back leg. Your hip is in line with your knee and your knee is in line with your ankle on both sides. Square your torso over towards that front leg, and then when you're ready, hinge at your hips, bringing your chest down towards your knee. Now, some people like moving their chest more towards their shin or their foot. You'll feel a different experience wherever you choose to face. So play around with the position and see what feels best for you today. You can also use your yoga blocks or your books to help support you if you find that you're sinking too much in that front hip. Wherever you are, breathe. Nice, deep, long inhales and exhales. Breathing is not only helpful for the physical practice of stretching, but the mental practice as well. Feels good, right? I know. Nicely done. Let's slowly come back through center, and you're going to bring the leg that was on the 90 degrees, you're going to bring it down onto the mat. This is where your cushion might come in handy. So you can cushion your knee if needed. And we're walking the other foot in front into a nice long low lunge. Feel free to use your yoga blocks here to help bring the floor closer to you. We're going into lizard pose on the first side. So if you're using your blocks, place them underneath your hands. If you're not using your blocks, you can place your hands on the mat. Wherever you are, open your chest. Drop your hips down towards the floor. And if it feels comfortable to you, you can lower your forearms on the mat. We are doing all of our postures and positions on one side, and then we'll switch to our second side. Nice deep breaths wherever you are in your lizard pose. Try to open your chest and use those blocks as support. You should feel a nice deep stretch, not only in the front adductor and hip, but also in the back, hip flexor and TFL. Breathe. Try to relax your mind. Sometimes if something is intense, it's not a sign that we need to stop it, it's a sign that we might need to do it a little more often. Good. If you're using your blocks, slowly come off, place them to the side, and ease your way out of that lizard pose. We'll switch legs to put our other knee on the mat for a hip flexor stretch. So other knee goes on the mat, and you're coming into a proposal-like position. I love this video. Zip up through your tummy, squeeze and engage your back butt cheek, and lengthen your spine as much as you can. Take your hands to your front thigh, and then keeping your ribs down, I want you to bring your chin towards your chest. You should feel a great stretch right here in the front of the hip flexor, the psoas. Breathe. Feels so good, doesn't it? Amazing. Deep hip flexor stretch. Good work. Slowly come off this position, and you're going to place your bottom on the floor. We'll extend our legs straight, and I'd like you to take your ankle on top of your knee. You can use your blocks or books or shoe boxes behind you here if you need to for extra support. Have them handy in the event that you want them. We're in a figure 4-like position, and we're going to draw this position in towards our chest and then lift our chest towards our ankle. Try to stay long in the spine, and you can give yourself some ankle circles here or a little sway of the hips right to left. Amazing. I promise we'll do everything on the second side. It's coming. Good. Find your breath. Open up and relax. Nicely done. Slowly extend this position and uncross the legs, and then meet me in a seated position with your other foot now in front. So other foot is in front. Let's balance you out. Sit up tall, hinge forward at the hips, and reach your arms along on the mat. Let your forehead rest towards the floor, and breathe. Taking care of our physical health is a great way to take care of our mental health. But sometimes we need to take care of our mental health to take care of our physical health. And that is why I am so grateful that Cerebral has sponsored this video, to remind us that mental health care is so important and should be a priority in our lives. If you take the twist on the first side, try it on the second, bringing your arms towards that front foot in a twisted forward fold. Breathing deeply, relaxing completely. If you took the twist, return to center. Slowly come up, and let's try our windshield wipers. So seeing if our hips feel a little different from our first set. Open our legs nice and wide. We'll drop one leg in. Open and switch to the other side. You might hear some pops. That's okay. Usually that just means you've got some tight muscles. And that doing this video is definitely going to help address those. On your next windshield wiper, hold. And this should bring you to 90-90 on your second side. Square your hips over towards that front knee, lift up and lengthen through the spine, and then bring your chest over the thigh. Now, if you did play around with chest towards the shin or the foot on the first side, try it. See how it feels. Plug that hip bone back and get longer with every breath. Try to soften, even if the stretch is intense. Good job. Slowly come up and grab your cushion or your block if needed for our lizard stretch on the second side. So we transition over so that we are on our back knee and our front foot is in front. The block comes in handy to bring the floor closer to you, so you can bring the block underneath your hands. You want to drop your hips and open your heart. If you chose this variation on the first side, you can lower down to your forearms and press your chest out and down. Continue to breathe and find the safest and greatest stretch for your unique body. Take a moment to be grateful for the gift of your health and the opportunity to be here right now. Sometimes it's not easy to take care of yourself, but it can save your life. Or at least preserve it in a lot of good ways. Take a few more nice deep breaths here. Whenever you're ready, slowly come up. You can move the block to the side. We'll move into our psoas stretch on the second side. So we come around. Our knee goes on the cushion. We find our proposal position. Abs are nice and tight, rib cage is in. Take your hands to your front thigh and push into your front thigh. And then chin comes down towards your chest as you squeeze and engage this back glute. Don't just think about squeezing, think about lifting and lengthening. Calm the breath down. Take one last deep breath here. When you're ready, safely transition out of the position and back onto your bottom. We're going into our figure four stretch. So you cross your ankle over your knee, and you can have your blocks behind you if you need a little extra support underneath your arms. Bend the bottom leg so that you slide your legs in towards your chest and lift your heart towards your thighs. Good. You can take some ankle circles, or if you chose to on the first side, gently rock right to left. Feels good, huh? I think so. Try to stay lifted out of your shoulders. Keep breathing. Nicely done. From here, straighten your bottom leg and slowly roll down onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest and just take a few knee stirs so that you're stirring your knees around in one direction and then reverse directions. Whenever you're ready, slowly lengthen the legs out on the floor, stretch your palms flat on the ground, and take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Do a quick body scan and notice how you feel. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll your knees to one side. And slowly sit up. I hope you and your hips find openness, space, power, and peace. Please comment below this video and let me know how you and your hips feel. And remember, consistency is the key to success and mobility is the key to longevity. Come back to this video as much as you need to stay mobile so you can stay pain-free and perform your very best in work, wellness, and life. I'm Caroline Jordan, and I can't wait to see you again for another uplifting workout or stretch at carolinejordanfitness.com.